Alright, hello Godot Tube. Lovely. Hello Godot Tube. I'm going to talk to you about Godot's kinematic body and slopes. Now there are plenty of videos. Let's get a quick, here we go. Plenty of videos about Godot kinematic bodies on slopes, as well as all the advertising YouTube's trying to do. Plenty of videos about it. And 90% of these videos are all about trying to stop your kinematic body from sliding down slopes using move and slide or move and slide with snap. Honestly, it's not that difficult. I think there's been some issues with it, particularly in Godot 3.2, but right now we're on 3.5, so I don't see any particular problems. If you're having a problem with that personally, there's so many videos that will help you with that. Pretty easy when you're using move and slide or move and slide with snap. You just set your stop on slope to true, set your floor max angle, and you're good. You should stop on slope. So mine's set to some value which should allow me to stop on this slope, on this slope, on this slope, but not on this one, and definitely not on that one. And it all seems to work fine. I can stop on that one, I jump onto this one, we slide down it, and obviously on the last one as well. The problem that no one else seems to have addressed, which I think I've come up with a solution for, is this. We can just walk straight up the damn thing. So, ignore the yellow ball. How do we deal with this? Well, okay. Here's what we do. Firstly, I'm using move and slide with snap. That seems somewhat important, but it's probably not required actually now that I think about it. You define your max ramp angle, and what we need to talk about is quickly is what max ramp angle does. So you can see in the top left here we've got a little debug display that says whether we're on floor, and all that's doing is checking is on floor, and if we are it says floor, and if we're not it says air. And that's determining what counts as a floor when you stand on it. So when I stand on this, it's under the max ramp angle, it counts as a floor. So does this one, so does this one, but this next one's over the max ramp angle, and so it doesn't, and we slide. So we can use that information. We don't have to go checking every single surface we're standing on. We don't have to go checking the normals and messing about with all that complicated maths. We can just check to see if we're on the floor. So what we do is when we push into one of those ramps, we lift off the floor because we're now on the ramp. Whether or not something's on the floor is defined by the max ramp angle. So we're not on the floor. You can see when we push into it. Oh, I haven't saved that. When we push into it, we're going ever so slightly up. I don't know if you can see this, but if you look at the sort of line of the thing, it does jitter ever so slightly. We sort of go up a little, and then we're off, and we're on the floor. Then what we're doing is saying if the snap vector is not equal 0. So we can see what we're doing here is we're saying if I'm on the floor, then the snap vector is the negative of the floor normal. So we're sort of pushing, we're setting the snap to push into whatever floor we're on. Then when we jump, we're setting the snap vector to 0. So we're basically saying if we're not on the floor, as in we've hit one of those ramps, and we're not jumping, and we're moving upward, then make us move down. What that does is just pushes us back down to the floor again. And that makes it so we can't walk up these ones, but we can walk up these ones just fine. And that's basically it. I just didn't see a solution for that anywhere. No one mentioning it. Say tons and tons of videos of people about talking about how not to slide down them. No one talking about how to make sure you can't slide up them. Now it's not perfect. It's always going to depend on exactly what you want out of your kinematic body controller. Like you might want, like maybe if you took a run up at something, you might want to be able to go up it a little bit and then slide down again. You'll have to come up with that solution on by yourself. But that's basically it. I hope this helps somebody, and happy Godoting.